Hello everyone, welcome to Simon 2. Welcome to part 2 of the engine, going to be installment and get ready for put everything back together. But before do that, we have to make sure we paint our blocks in blue and prepare something like engine mouth. And we got all the parts ready. We got the 2.5 inch high flow catch, hot dog, and this one, and all the main brackets paint in red, cooler, and all the electric fan. We got 2 electric fan like this one, 9 inch, and we got the 2.5 inch exhaust spot. And here is something we have to do first. All the eBay, this one they call oil return plug, through how put in here and make sure it stay there forever, and it got to be there for oil return. This is how it should look, and this is how we're going to go in and tie them super tight and make sure they stay there forever for you, and it never come up again, and you will be safe to do it. Okay, one in this end, that end, this one very handy. It's called oil return flux, and if you think go up to here too close, just cut a little bit of shave here. Make sure the NA410 oil return angle will go in. See, it will be clear out the way if you wish, and make sure you're super tight and lock tight. And see, that's going to be go in for oil return. Okay, all makeup ready before you put in the car, otherwise it took very long time for do all little stuff. Put a bit of Loctite, make sure when you tie tight and it stay there and it never come loose, just in case when you do too much turning out here and you have nothing to hold here, or you do just turn by the knobs here. So very careful and cut the edge here, see, and tie them on, and they stay there forever, super tight, and you'll be right. And put some silicone, and then we can painting this one in black color. Here come, we got this one beautiful and super skill. Now we're gonna paint them in black. Water pump in, this is how the new water pump in. So when you go down, if you go down this way, it's loose. When you go up, it pushes in, it's go tight. See, later we put the belt on and we tight, and then before we do this one turning. Okay, just for time being, leave it like that. And here is our sum. We paint in black already. See, beautiful coolant we make, and we're gonna use this one of the K24 Honda K24 engine. And remember, have to be Honda K24 oil filter. And what I do, we need get some socket and shoot them in very strong, and make sure it stay where it is, correctly where we want. And we paint them in different color. This is the oil pump for the car, the engine. So we just keep the old oil pump. We paint them, and then we get the new main seal, the front main seal later. Make extra hole. This is the sensor for the different fan. I don't want to touch it, but I will making another one for the thermal fan kit here. Okay, and we will bolt them on first. Hole, drill big hole using the tap dice. Tap that on, and we bolt this one on, and we can paint this one in red. Okay, and our job will be complete. And this one will go on. All that you need is just painting and done. Because we always need prepare before we do anything for turbo or aftermarket fan. You really need this one, and it go forever. This is beauty. Look, now cover up and painting red. At face home. Now what I do is just try to clean up the valve stem seal and get the spring out, and match the spring compression. See how strong. If it fit with the K24, I'm gonna put the K24 spring on. It look exactly the same. And the rest would be the same. Take up the this one, and we will test. Like it came up, and don't rush. We do one by one, okay? Like any other car, same way. Back in the day, I do a Nissan X-Trail. Now I have to do this one again. I feel sick of this, doing this all the time, you know. But it's my brother, I can't say no, man. As kit, when you buy, this should come complete everything. Okay, we just get this one and put them in there, and we'll be happy. Hopefully last him another 20 years before he buy an electric car, brand new one. this to the exactly like the back in the day I do the Nissan X-Trail. Okay, some shit. Okay, we can put a bit of grease, 8 of them, so make sure they're all about the same. Beautiful, they just sit on perfectly. Oops, shit, very tight, very tight. So when we got out, we have to be careful, put our ring back. Okay, put our grease, on along there. We never miss out. Okay, we're gonna put on, that's it, except to every other one. Okay, insert them on, clean them up. See this one, a little bit wet here. See, or valve stem seal leak too. It's always the very boring job to do the valve stem seal. So it's very hard, difficult, and take very long time to make this one a little bit stronger. I'm using a shim about 2 mil. This one, use this shim, put into the outlet exhaust, and the inlet will be different. And inlet we're using this one, and they will bring very strong. You can see the difference straight away, and they sit on very beautifully actually. And maybe every engineer they saw me do this one, they will give me a fuck. They will kill me. They will kill me, but I don't care. Okay, as long as they put it on and they sit on properly, and they give very strong pressure here, and I'm happy. Because with the budget, with the little fun car we buy, we don't want to spend too much money on the turbo and money for performance. Okay, that's what Simon do. This is what I do. Get a washer that thick, put in the group here. If you got the 18 LE engine, same thing. So it go exactly where the group there. That's where this one will sit on here. And don't touch anything on the top. On the top will be here, and it's alignment straight them up. And this one got a turntable. You see, it turntable, and it clipped up about 5 mm taller, and it gives you more pressure. Okay, that's what that side is. And now we put them on. It should be good. It's very strong, very strong. This one did thick. Go down here, and stem seal valve there. Got a little group stay holding the valves, and right in there, see, it makes you very good pressure. I believe I have very strong sexy head in the world, so this one I guarantee will make more power and give you higher RPM. Okay, repair and paint all the mounting brackets, and prepare 2 9-inch fan go onto the radiator fan. So 2 9-inch, that will make 18-inch altogether with the fan. So this is shallow one. We go 1 on each end, will be plenty. Okay, if I would know I get 10 in each, so will be around here, but I go 9-inch, doesn't matter. That's how it should look. Okay, this one's correct. That one I have to put the fitting on and put on, man. This how it should look. Cool. Need to cut this one and get the brackets from the first one. Go into here. Go into here. So we can make the manifold come out for the turbo. Gonna be along here. About will be around here, 2 centimeters away from the turbo. The turbo will be sitting mounting on here, top mounts, and going out dump pipe go there. Turbo go there. Okay, and this is what we need. Cut it up and put them all together like this, and we'll making something else. It's the difficult task, but they have some fun if you cut them out and get all the brackets. Make sure you have to do the clearance for the alternator and the bolt that's easy to get in and out, and not to touch this one and take off the other one. So make sure you have to get the hand that try to do this one, and make sure you got the hand to in and out. This one easy, alternator easy, and all the bolt have to take off easy. When you're welding, you can't take it off, and that's how it should do. So put everything back like this, just in case you do something like here or there. You have to lift up and down, make sure it's not touching. Turbo like this. When your first time do turbo, remember, have to turn away the right direction to get the right angles where you're gonna get your pipe and inlets and outlets go. And for the normal turbo, for first time doing, just buy the built-in wastegate, and I explain that for you later. For example, my one go like this, okay? And I got a hose inlet out here, down the bottom here, and I set up, and the inlet oil for going in through the motor to the fan, and the return go down the bottom. So always go straight angle, 90-degree down angles. And water, you can be go in and out any way you want. You can go in this way, you can go out that way, you can go in this way and go out that way. It doesn't matter. The water just circulate around, make it cool down, help a little bit, and the oil go here, go into the shop, circulate inside where the shop is, and go back down, and it go in down where the oil is. Some when I'm making that one go down direct here, and I try to avoid everything. Okay, even I have to shortcut the bolt, so when you put the turbo bolt on the mounting, you make sure they don't touching, and you can bolt some bolts. See that one, and even the bolt here. For everything have to be clearing before you do, and you have to undo this one for the wastegate, and then you have to be straight angle down and take it up. For overturn like this, see this wastegate close, you turn half, boost half of the circle like this pin, go further half of the circle like that, and then you push it back and you go half of the circle, and then you put it back in and lock it. Okay, that's what normally set up. And if you want more boost, you go this one, you go this hole further here, one hole, one further the pin, one circle, and then you push back and it give you more boost. But I give standard only half of the boost here. Okay, only half boost here, and then that's it. That's the main key. You have to know the way where the exhaust go, and where the inlet go, and where the oil go, and then you set up. It's gonna be like this for this. I've just been set up, and even the overflow hose is a bit short. Don't worry, you can shortcut and get another one longer. Okay, as long as you can get this one online and where position you want to go, and you are bingo. So very easy, simple, huh? So you have to set up everything in position before I can make the I have to do another 2 cuts because it's too hard to cut them. So and I go leave it there, and when I go put on the car, all I do just bolt on and go straight on. Super easy at that. I didn't put any piston, or I did not insert piston or anything in yet. I just put the mold like this, and when I finish welding and I flow off everything and painting, and but the turbo like this is perfect. See, this is what I want to set up. So make sure the clearance for this one, cut this one, so you can fit the bolts in here, and the bolt underneath, that's most important. And clearing where the oil fitting, see, it's not touching the big bolt here. Sometimes you turn, you touch the bolt and you can't insert the fitting. That's how you set up. So easy way to get the wastegate built in, so you can do anything. But let's work for you. Now all I have to do is just put the pin on, because I've been set up. I go further half, 1 turn. So I do half and I do 1 turn in. So it's further half of the circle and 1 turn. So that give a bit of extra boost, like 12 psi. That's all I need. Okay, this pipe you can buy this gauge because it's thick and strong, and make sure you line the bolt in the middle and easy when you finish and take it out. Or this gauge you can buy from a Vietnamese warehouse shop, or the Chinese Vietnamese warehouse shop, plumbing warehouse supplies, and then they can sell this one for you. This is the old gauge pipe from the water pipe back in the old day. The plant is here. They go here, and we're gonna make a T all the way from here to here with that pipe there, and they come out here from here. Set up the welder. Don't need the good welder, but we need the good welder. The welding machine, we don't care, we need a good welder. Weld is on, and we talk later with the T, and there's nothing wrong with this one. Okay, you can do this at home. Well, if there are no kids allowed, you can do this one at home. What a horrible welding, man. Be honest, my welding is terrible. Anyways, tomorrow we can take it up and do very good welding all around. Make sure it's nice and beautiful, and then we go from there. Go in, come out. Beautiful, man. After doing shitty welding, and bring it outside, and you can weld them in. And later we're gonna mold this one on for the outlets in manifold somewhere. And this E version, we're talking about the slippers, the car that's driving. We're making up a little bit power and with a little turbo noise, just drive for fun without tuning. But if you think about racing, you have to, you know, if someone think about racing, they put another engine. But we're not for racing, we just build for fun. Okay, the turbo gonna be look like this on the car. Make sure this one avoid the oil return and clearing this part out, so you can get the water go through here and there, oil input and output that way, and clearing this one out so it can be joined and cut from there and go in here. Okay, if you wish. Let's see which is the easy one, or we have to go down further, you see. So this is the way I do. I don't know about you, but that's what I do. Okay, sure, it's straight and it look good on your car. The turbo doesn't being good, but have to be look a little bit fancy, you know, like the up and down angles and straight and not straight. See, this is how it's going to be in the car like this. Okay, see, this from one of the bearings, it's going here perfectly, and now we can turn upside down like that and join it in here and there. And I got my beautiful pipe, and then later when they're done, I'm gonna make the hole here for a little oxygen sensor and a big kaboom. Now with the beautiful supporter, now we can take off, wait until it cool, and then bring it over to the vise, and then we can do well. Very, boy, oh boy, look very sexy and stable already. So good, man. Good little turbo. Cannot believe it, huh? Look very rough, but for me that's okay. I'm happy with it. But silver exhaust with ceramic coat, hopefully it's good. But anyway, it look better than nothing. That's my manifold for you. By the time waiting for the part, we finished the manifold. Now we take the try to making the 10NA, fitting the return oil, make all the fitting, make sure we're using the brackets, and making one up for getting the oil flux metal one to metal and welding, and make the bracket go over here to make beautiful return 10NA. You get enough. Okay, we got our turbo. This is the Chinese turbo version, and we have the fitting from the garage TD25 of my car, and it's not going to be fit in here because all the fitting are different kind, different look and different thread. And here is the water return. I make get this one, the water line is correct, but this one is different. And I make this one up the 10NA oil train flux metal, and get the little bolt, make the brackets to go over here, and we put it on perfectly. So make sure when you're setting the turbo, make sure they avoid the way the bolts and the nuts through a hole through the bolt that fitting with the thread go in the turbo. And this one will be welding in here or racing. Make sure this one's super strong because it's carry a lot of PSI on the oil pump coming out to fit this one on. So very careful and make sure it's super tight and super strong, and you will last forever. Let's see how it turned out, and it will be fitting here perfectly. And I got my radial reducer to 1 mil and go in here. If it's my car, I don't care, but it's someone else's car or my brother's car, I have to do 100% job because he cannot fix it. So I don't want him to come back here and fix for him. Okay, now we need the little copper washer put here and tie all the way down with Loctite. Connection for water, we're using plumbing skill. Okay, doesn't matter as long as you can fit on and make sure there's no leak water. More important is here, no leak is good. See, that's where it should be go in, and it should go out a little bit longer, and you can make a bend or the pipe or copper go anywhere you want. See how the super pineapple should look. So ready, inlet, outlet, water in and out, and beautiful fitting here, and super strong, and a quick plumb connection, water in and out both sides. See, in or out doesn't matter either way, and we need to reduce the oil. And now we just put away and install the engine and put it back in the car. It's all ready and we're waiting for it to go. Finish the turbo wrapping. Now we're wrapping the injector. This injector original 1.8 to 2 liters engine, and we don't put the car on dyno. See, we try to do some boost and go. And then we order the next size up, the Falcon EAED DB, the same. Back in the day, original one look exactly the same. What we do, we upgrade the 4-liter one into here. It gives you double amount of fuel. We'd rather run rich more than we run lean, because remember this, we don't put the car on dyno, so we run it more rich because we don't want to burn up or blow up the engine. You can wrap up the head up, and we don't worry about the too rich, too lean, and then we may get caught on overheat and get fire. I mean the engine blew up. So we buy this one up, the Falcon EB, EB the same. So we put in here. It may run a little bit blow smoke, but it's safe for your engine. Okay, simple, very simple, mostly common to every other car. Make sure all the bolt came up and the fuel rail will lift up with this one, and take up the clips. The clips will go in and the clip will slide in and holding like this. See, it's holding the clip that slide in like that. So better take it up, and then you can lift it up later. You put a bit of grease around the O-rings here, and all you do is just slide them in very easily. So that's it, it all come out. Now we do just pull them up. All out, all four here, got them all out. All four here we put away just in case they're too many, and we put it back, and it's still working fine. The fuel a bit shit up because the car haven't been started for 5 years. So now this one go in, just go in like that. Put the grease on, see if go in. Yes, it's go in. Put a bit of grease on each end and slide all the way in. And turbo install the flange, make sure it's the V-band flange. And if you look at your turbo you buy on eBay, and it's how many holes they are, you type in V-band 6 holes, 5 holes, and they will come out, and you can buy them. They all match up and they will be the same. If you don't know how to buy a turbo kit and the setting for your car, just do that what I say and you will get it. Take up the seat and replace the fuel pumps underneath here. Remember, have to mark in which we line in and which we line out, and replace the fuel pump, suck all the old fuel out and put a new fuel pump on. This is how it's already for install in the car, and it should be low, like go like this. This is the best water plumbing skill that I make from here. Make the easy quick joy from here, go over here, water in and out, very easy. The oil, you can buy the angle one, or you can go straight, whatever you want, and it's gonna be look like this when it go into the car. And this is the oil fitting, and I got right K24 oil. For everyone knows, have to get, sorry man, K24 oil filter to go in here. Okay, this is, we still have to put the engine back together, so this is just a dummy, and how it look in the car go like that. Okay, so you have to work out the way, make everything clear and nice and tidy before you do anything. Okay, avoid the belt, dry belt, hit this one too, and that is how it is, and perfect. All we do is just waiting for more parts and install the piston and engine, and should be going like this. Remember, always use the reducer, pressure reducer, using 1 mm little diameter holes underneath, so make it with less oil come into the turbo too much. Even on this end I reduce to 1 mm to this one, so they come out very little fine and go in, not too much. If it over too much, you blew up your oil rings. This hole for the 10NA, the oil coolant, the 3 rows, and wait for the new end wait for the new radiator, and cut the holes already here for intercoolant pipe. We mostly got all our parts here arrived today. This is the pipe kits for the intercooler, and we go from big to small because we want to get something that's very recently and go inside there. That's what we want. Okay, it's looking perfectly. So so an intercooler, and here is our standard Hypertex piston. So we're going to replace them and put them on, and bearings, all the main bearings here, all the main bearing and everything. Okay, ready to put in the car, put on the engine, put into the engine. By the time we're waiting for everything. We got everything in and wrap everything, get ready. We got the air map replaced and already cut the hole here for this intercooler. If you buy them, to make sure you get the measurement and buy them, and using the 2 elbow 90 degrees, go over here and come out and come up, and that's it. That's all you want. We already installed the intake, the intercooler, so we got them pipe, and we make extra strong by get the electrical tape around here, because all the pressure coming out. I don't want any leak or any crack. We have to come back for that one, so I want everything stay still like that, and should be all right. It's good to go. And we have to replace the new radiator anyway, so for time being we leave everything dry, and then we're gonna wait until it's dry. And when we finish install the engine back together, and we will put them on into the car. So that's basically about the car. Got everything wrapped up and get ready for the new engine put on. Oil, coolant, and radiator, intercooler, everything done. Okay guys, thanks for watching Simon 2. This is prepare and wrap up before we're gonna install the new engine and put them on. Okay, this is some basic. When you have a car for your project car, you should do exactly like what Simon do and prepare everything so quickly, and when you got the engine done, quickly put them on, and you can have the car for fun. See you in the next video when we put the engine back together.